Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here are the five for the Clippers. Backcourt of Harden and Bogdanovic. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. And for Seattle, Anderson is out there with Harrison. Then it's Levins. And it's Jefferson in at the 2. GA heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Harrison. From down in the low post, it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
For Seattle,
Let's go.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Levins. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A veteran-heavy roster. Thank you for the update, Shams. And so here are the Clippers. The Sonics getting the bucket. Bogdanovic wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And that one's good, Levin.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, 16 points for him. Now here's Levins, guarded by Harden. Levins dishes to Anderson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Hands it from downtown.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Harden the pass to Bogdanovic. And it's Bogdanovic again missing. To the inside. Here's Levins. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like the Supersonics will retain possession here. Anderson in the post. Batum's there. Jefferson, that's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The Supersonics have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now, here is Harden. He had 35 points last game out. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Levins kicks to Anderson. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. For the Supersonics, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York. Harden looking it over. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 6 points.
Beautiful stroke on the 3-ball. Harden is a lights-out shooter from this area.
Going inside. Jefferson with the 3. James Harden with the rebound. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Inside. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, the players will say, Mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. For the Sonics, Galloway's checked in, and it's Reynolds in for Jefferson. And then for the Clippers, Beal's checked in for Batum, and it's Payne in for Bogdanovich. .103 left to play in the first. Pass to Reynolds. From deep. Galloway, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Jones. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
There's the pick. And there's the drive. The kick out to Anderson. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden can't hit. Seattle leading by 5. Pass to Dermanenko. Here's Levins, and another three for Seattle. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Beal taking his time here. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get...
The previous play is under review.
On this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And so it's Seattle, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Reynolds is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Dawkins. And it's Galloway in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Seattle starting the second. Here's Dinwiddie after the Clippers pick up 2. Banked in off the glass.
And in time, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you guys.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now Payne following Alec Burks' three-point attack. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
first free throw is good for the Sonics. Harrison's checked in for Dawkins. Jefferson comes in for Alec Burks. And Levins is subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Lopez. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's James Harden in for Cameron Payne. Both free throws good for Miller. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Levins. 10 points for him. Pass to Reynolds. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Reynolds has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. Spins. Got it. Harden for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And stolen by Bogdanovic. Over in the corner, Batum. No good on the 3. Sonics leading by 5. Harrison kicks to Galloway. Fires the 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. This time they met was in Los Angeles.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense. And it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Clippers third.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Collins wide open, he fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Collins has got his first points of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Offensively, John Collins' game is tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Well, it sure is, Kevin, and I've always admired John Collins' efficiency. You know, I mean, he can make threes. He can create his own shot both in the post and off the dribble facing up and make mid-range jumpers. He's a great offensive rebounder. He's a lob threat. Really not much John Collins can't do at a very high level.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. James Harden missing on the 3. There's a good screen. Levins passes to Harrison, and that one, good. Harrison's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harden outside. Harden drops in the runner.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Seattle calls timeout. Zubac is checked in for John Collins.
Substitution for Los Angeles. Number 40, Ivica Zubac.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Levins. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Now Jefferson, following Bogdanovic's three-point attempt. Outside for Jefferson. Buries it from three-point range. Jefferson's got 8 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Stolen by Dermanenko. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Dermanenko. Down low. Jefferson kicks to Harrison. Here's Reynolds. And another three for Seattle.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Seattle with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, Lazy D, they'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Well, I think for the Clippers, they've had a few bright spots. Still looking for consistency, but it's hard to get a good read on teams this early.
Yeah, everybody's still in the feeling out process. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Backcourt of Harden and Bogdanovic. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. That one goes in. Harden's got the first bucket of the third here for Los Angeles.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Levins dishes to Anderson. Now here's Levins. T right on him. Pass to Dermanenko. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Levins missing. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Bogdanovic. No good from the wing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys, back over to you.
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Fifth on the list, James Harden.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Seattle leading by 10. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Los Angeles making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Clippers trail by 14. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Terminenko, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Sonics lead by 16.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The 3 from Harden. Rebound by the Sonics.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Seattle.
Here's Levins. Oh, here he comes!
Goodness.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now, here's Batum. Nothing on the board. Jones finds Bogdanovic. Takes the 3. Harden missing again.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Back to Jefferson. There's the triple. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Harden the pass to Collins. Back to Harden. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Latrey bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Seattle calls timeout. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jones. Miller comes in for Nicholas Batum. Bradley Beal's checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Payne in for James Harden. .103 left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie up top. Payne covering. Reynolds passes to Anderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Lopez outside. Miller inside. Burks covering. Collins kicks to Payne. 6 to shoot. Back to Collins. And it's off from three-point range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's good for 2. Dawkins has got his first basket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And so it's Seattle, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Dawkins is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Reynolds. Then it's Levins. And it's Galloway in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Burks for 3, and another 3 for Seattle.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Galloway, and the layup's good off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Burks against Beal. For the 3. And it's Levins with the rebound. Seattle has gone 2 for 2 from 3-point. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Harden the pass to Lopez. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Sonics making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jones checked in for Brook Lopez. Harden outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Free throw good, James Harden.
Nearly impossible trying to guard Harden. He has it all. One of the best penetrators in our game.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Dawkins. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for John Collins. Batum comes in for Beal, and it's Bogdanovic in for Payne. Harden hits them both.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Here's Reynolds. Galloway kicks to Paul. They set the pick. High post try. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And Jones with the stuff.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Galloway. Paul surveying the floor. Reynolds can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harden kicks to Bogdanovic. And here is Zubac. Lets it go from deep. And Paul pulls it down.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Paul. Reynolds passes to Burks. Tries it from 19. The shot by Paul, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Supersonics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And here are the Supersonics now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Now Batum. Pass to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Paul with the bucket.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Harden outside. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Now it's time to present our player of the game.